Yeah. Welcome to the unexpected surprise of being upgraded to a suite in the Sequoia Lodge. That's what it's called. We didn't expect this. We booked a golden forest room, a regular golden forest room, and we got upgraded to this. It was a surprise to everyone involved, including us. So we'll just take you on a tour of the suite. The details up here are very similar to the Hunter's Grill restaurant, which has deer in the headlights. I haven't seen any Bambi and Friends things in here, so maybe it's not been upgraded, I don't know. Definitely no Disney character work in here. We've got glasses, I assume that's for collecting ice from somewhere. Down here we have the fridge. Other side, nothing in it, but it's also, it's probably just about cold enough to keep your drinks cold, but you're not gonna keep food in there realistically. It's not that cold of a fridge. That's just pipe work, and some shelves if you want it. These are quite fitting together. Got a coffee machine in here, and looks like we've got coffee break courtesy tray offered. An explanation on how to use it. And I assume that's the example of the coffees. And we've got a few, and some teas as well, some chamomile. I'll be drinking that one, Mum will be drinking that one. Yeah, got 3 different teas by the look of it. Ooh, bergamot. Sugars, sweeteners, milks. Don't know the difference between them. Intrigued though. Nope, don't know what the difference is. Nope. Maybe it's just a different colour, don't know. I got a kettle. We got 2 bottles of water, one of which I already started, that's why it's got less in it. This is the living room section, I suppose. We've got TV, an old-fashioned styly small TV. We've got, TV. Got things under the TV, but I'd guess there's probably nothing in them. Oh no, shelves, many shelves. Shelves with nothing in them until you put them in them. If you're staying here more than one night, like we are. Sorry, when we're staying one night, no point. But if you're staying here, I suppose a longer time if you can afford it. We've got the suite here, including apparently this couch pulls out into a second bed, which will be useful, so we don't have to share a bed. And down across here, we have a loo. Hello me. You will be edited out. Yeah, usual stuff. Sink. I opened this up already. Some body balm, which I'm sure somebody in the comments can tell me what that is, because I have no idea. Towels, and the one of 2 loos actually in here. And it's throw bags. Oh no, sanitary product bags. Yeah, that makes more sense. Got some nice artwork on the walls of, not very good with the lighting there. I want to say a Lion King, but I'm not entirely sure. Could be many nature scenes. Also, look at the wallpaper. Am I the only one who really likes just theming and details? Look at the tweez. We're going to St. David Crockett actually tomorrow, which is also another nature themed one. This is that's where your surf is. And like Stay City, you can actually fit probably your whole laptop in there, which we couldn't fit in the Stay City one. And we have Molly from Mammoth Club's favourite thing to check, a hairdryer, which I don't use, so I couldn't tell you if it's good or bad or anything. Let's try and get it out anyway. Somebody in the comments, if they see this, can tell me if that's good or bad, because it looks like a hairdryer to me. I genuinely don't know. My sister would be able to tell me. I have no idea. I'll be putting that back in a second, don't worry. On the other side, you've got your sheets for the other bed, an iron and an ironing board, in case you want to. Well, I suppose it really depends on how long you're here. I suppose if you're here for a convention or something, you might want your suit pressed or something. If you've got a formal event. You also got a dining table in here for if you want to get takeaway from Isle of Sandwich or Rosalie or anywhere you can get takeaway from, basically. You can eat it here. Again, probably good for me writing. I would use that kind of desk in a hotel if I had money to spend on these types of rooms without being gifted them. This is the phone section. So you can ring multiple different numbers. Go in a reception. I appreciate including emergency. And they actually tell you what the French emergency number is. I know it already because we've used it in the last year. We used it. But you can ring outside numbers as well. And if you're sharing a room with somebody who's got the room next door, there's a joint door between them. You can lock. You could probably ring between rooms as well. There's your details on baby stuff you can get at the guest survey, and nice little postcard to take home. Then we have the actual bed, which they've very nicely left some golden chocolate coins on the outside with Mickey on. You see it? Yeah, there's Mickey. And the nice little, by the look of it, story to read at night if you were staying with kids, or if you're like me and just like reading silly stories. Oh wait, there is Bambi in. I just noticed. There's the Bambi representation up there. Bambi and Flower and Thumper above the bed head. And an area that, if I didn't want to not break it, I would probably sit in because I'm that kind of lunatic. Then we've got chairs to sit in here. Got light fixtures. Well, really impressive but old style, you know. Like definitely an older style room, but you know, I've stayed in plenty of places that are older style, never had a problem with them, so I'm just happy to be here at this point. And this is the thing he sold us on. Well, not sold us on, I was terrified of this thing actually. Is the balcony. Oh, nearly fell. It's a bit of a step up, so my mum actually can't really get up here because I can show you the height. There's quite a big, I suppose I can't show you it because it doesn't look like it, but you can see it's quite a big height difference between the top and the bottom. My mum's in no condition to basically jump that. Well, I can jump it. I'm also anxious around heights, so. But there's a nice table and chairs right out here in case of emergencies. There's a roof to fall on. Not even joking, when I was at nursery, we asked them what to do in the case of what they do in the case of fire there, and they said they chuck pillars down and we jump on them. Or specifically they said we'd be thrown on them. But I prefer not to, but it's good to know that it's not too far to a ground equivalent in case of emergencies, and in fact it's even closer there. You could probably get down that without worrying about it. I'm saying this like I'm advising you to do it. Please don't do it. Do not jump down or walk on a roof. I'm just an anxious mess who likes to be prepared for anything because I'm a stress head. It's nice to know I could do it just to ease the anxiety of being trapped, because as I've learned recently, it's not claustrophobia I have, it's claustrophobia. I think it's called claustrophobia. It's the fear of being trapped, basically. So part of the reason I was struggling to get up here and why I had a breakdown on floor 4 is because I was afraid of being trapped up here in case of a fire. So this actually eases my anxiety quite a bit. For anybody else who struggles with feeling trapped, just know it's here. If anybody's just like me, for everyone else who's not like me, you're welcome. Well, not, what do I mean you're welcome? Not you're welcome. Just congratulations. That's it. Congratulations for not being me. Being me is not fun. But today, this is like, just really nice. I don't know how to say it. We've only just started making these videos. So I would show you good views of Disney Village, by the way, but As you can see, it's a little bit foggy. You can just about see the balloon. I think Disneyland Paris is in like that direction. So I'm assuming that you could probably see the fireworks and things if it was not like this. But it is, so we'll see if we can see anything. Actually, we can't. We're at dinner tonight at that time. But either way, I'm assuming if it wasn't foggy, you might be able to see something. But obviously we can't with the fog and everything. Anyway, what was I saying? This is... Don't have a brain that wanders off, kids. For us, like, you know, I deal with like so much anxiety around the parks, and we just started making videos on the food in the parks to go along with our channel. It's a big deal for me to do the videos on the channel in general, because I don't like the sound of my own voice. I don't like what I look like, I suppose, but I avoid putting myself on that. I just generally, there's a lot I don't like about myself. But I really love food. I really love writing and stories, and Disney encompasses all of that. So that's why we wanted to make videos in the first place about Disneyland Paris, which is the home park that I've been visiting for a while, because I've been working on a story about theme parks and living in a theme park specifically. So it's been interesting and a challenging fears all the time. Every time I come here, I challenge my fears and my phobia. And it feels like, I joked that this is like a reward for actually being able to, the sweet, it's like a reward for actually being able to, you know, conquer a fear, and get up the stairs. So it was nice. Anyway, I'm assuming there'll be a better view if it was not a dull day. As it is, I'm just really happy to be here, and I really hope you like the video and that you like and subscribe to put up with my weirdness, or tell me that maybe we're not all so alone. It's just nice to know we're not all so alone, and we all enjoy things, and regardless of fear, we can all enjoy things still. But anyway, let's get on with the tour, because yes, it still goes on a bit further, and my mum will have to move now, or I will have to avoid her, either way. See, the full room is actually quite big. We're on floor 7. I think this is 7247, this room specifically. I assume there's a couple more suites around here. The door over there is the joint door between the two rooms, like I talked about. We have like a front landing, which is huge. That's my mum's wheelchair. For anybody who wants to ask about mobility, it's really hard to just navigate with wheelchairs in Disney in general. At the minute, unfortunately, the Sequoia Lodge lift is broken for the disabled people, so we have to go a long ways around and stuff, and we took ages to just find the way. As it is for this door, it's a bit of a struggle to try and get the wheelchair in and around the corner, but we managed it eventually. Luckily, my mum's got some mobility, otherwise I think we would have struggled more. But there's a nice note from, well, not a nice note from Blue, but just a picture of Blue. Again, I just like details. And emergency exit plans for all the anxious out there. And a mirror, and you could just about see my mum stick. And I will now point the camera at the floor so she doesn't go on the camera. There's a coat area to hang up your coats, and then the final bit of the room is actually this another bathroom. This is where the bath is. Again, unfortunately, my mum's disabled again. Probably won't be able to get in there to use it. Because, you know, she can't step over the big thing. She would need a shower or something easy to get in, but we're going to Davy Crockett tomorrow and we should have a shower there, so there's nothing wrong with it for one night for us. My mum's already pointed out there is so many different soap things in here compared to usual. You can see down over here, we've got a nice tissue box that has the Bambi characters on as well. And well, looks like Mum's already started using that soap as well. So we've now got 2 soaps on the go. Some more shampoo and all vanity set. Some lights on the mirrors. You can see the edge of me, but that's it. It's like quite a lot of towels. And my mum just pointed this out to me. There's another toilet here as well, and more towels behind the door. Actually get some dressing gowns and some slippers for the night. So whether we'll use it or not, I don't know. Again, we're not used to living this kind of, I want to say this kind of life because that's weird. Imagine like Prince of the Pauper. We used to be in the Pauper. This is for us as a prince. This is switching lives. Like, this is bizarre. But yeah, I think we spent, was it a couple £100, Mum, that we spent on the room? £277 we spent on the Golden Forest room. And I will look up and put on the screen now, hopefully, what price it would have been if we paid for this room for the night, or if we paid, I'll look for the price tomorrow probably and see what it actually costs. Or I'll just look it up online. I don't know. I don't think they give away the suite prices online. You think you have to ring them for them, so I'll just have to look up an estimation. But I assume it's not $277, even in the low season like we've come. The last thing I got is this, all these. I've got vanity sets, sewing kit, dental set, hygiene paw, vanity set for women, shaving set for men. I'll take that back to my dad. Yeah. So, hello again. Not today. Well, yesterday. I would show you the seat that my mum's currently sat on, but she's currently sat there and she will not want me filming her. There's your thermostat and everything, and air conditioning. It's actually, you find it quite good temperature in here. Like, compared to like Stay City and other places where we've been recently that just been sweltering.
Yeah, this is a good temperature.
In fact, downstairs I think was even hotter, and that was getting a bit too much for us. We're not warm-blooded people by any means. Yeah, wheelchairs part 2. But yeah, it's a big surprise for us, and well, there's not really much else I can show you, I suppose. I suppose I can show you outside the window. The windows are, you can see the front of the hotel there, so that's where you go down. Again, really foggy, so you can't really see anything beyond the tree line. But yeah, it's a surprise, and just a nice surprise. Again, not expected for us. We were only planning actually to do we planned to go to Golden Forest for a like kind of early 30th birthday holiday, to get away to Disneyland Paris and just experience like the upgraded version of the basic rooms in Sequoia, since Sequoia is like our favourite hotel bar Davy Crockett, which we also enjoy. But they decided to upgrade us to this. I assume they haven't seen our videos, because not many people have seen our videos yet. But it's just really, I don't know, it's nice, and it's a good reward for quite a bit of work in the fair front, and like the work we've been trying to do on the videos and making them better. So I'm going to end the video here before I bore you to tears. But thank you for watching, and if you could like and subscribe and ring, was it the bell icon? Is that what they say? Press the bell icon to get updated on any videos that may come in the future. We have a lot of Disneyland videos coming out, quite a few in Sequoia itself as well, and you know, it's hopefully going to be a good time. It's really, there's a lot of people making Disneyland videos. There's not much we could do that's extra, other than like, I know a bit about working in kitchens and just cooking in general, so I can do the food side of things more than anything. And we've studied running hotels and things like that, because we originally were going to open a hotel in France, Chambreau in France, and it didn't work out. But thank you for watching anyway, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you can afford to stay here or get upgraded to here at some point yourself, I hope you enjoy it, and don't be an anxious mess when you're climbing up the stairs, because it's actually good when you get up here. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.